Watch this crazy story of the man who exposed Epstein.
And what happened was that Michael Reiter, who is really one of the unsung heroes in the Epstein story, he was the chief of the Palm Beach Police Department, he completely exploded. And he called this the greatest miscarriage of justice in recent history. And he went to the feds, and because he knew of 23 victims, and then he had taken heat too. I mean, he'd taken a lot. He'd been harassed, and I think found a dead animal or something like that on his front doorstep. But he's really a good guy. And the first time I was in Florida, I talked to him, and he looked me up on the internet, and he saw that I was serious about this type of stuff, and he called me back, and he wouldn't let it go. I mean, the state wanted to cover it up, the feds wanted to cover it up, but he would not let it go. And he made sure that Jeffrey Epstein got indicted at least on one count of solicitation of a minor or molestation of a minor.
It is hard to believe how many people are aiding and covering this up.
Yes.
Especially that we don't even know about yet. But let's just start at the beginning. What got your attention on this? How did it go from the Franklin scandal to Epstein?
Well, I mean, the Franklin scandal gave me, I researched the Franklin scandal for 7 years. And I traveled thousands of miles, read thousands of pages of documentation, talked to a lot of victims. And I developed a certain expertise in that area. Wasn't really trying to initially, but just I felt I had this drive to make sure that the Franklin scandal got published, that I wrote it and that it got published. And I developed an expertise in that area of child trafficking. So I was reading about Epstein, and I read that there were other girls that knew about Epstein or that came forward about Epstein, but he wasn't that grand jury hadn't indicted him on a single count of child molestation. And that's exactly what happened in the Franklin scandal. Nobody was indicted for child molestation, even though there were a bunch of kids. I had a list of 60 kids that had been involved in the Franklin scandal. So the exact same thing was happening with Epstein.